Just giving a little update of what's going on the farm. As you can see behind me, got tarps up everywhere. We stopped growing. I was trying to grow and do infrastructure at the same time. I wasn't doing either one real well, so tarping stuff, killing the weeds. We had a bad hurricane that came through. Caused a lot of wind damage, lots of trees down, including two that kind of fell from my neighbors into our property. I need to get the deer fence up because we have deer eating everything, which is another reason I'm not growing right now. So today, me and Gary started working on that. You see the giant. It's not quite as high as the Texan A&M bonfire, or what they used to do in A&M. Now they don't do the bonfire anymore, but it's getting there. We're just piling up the brush there. We're gonna burn it. Gary heats his house with wood during the winter. He said that's about a day's worth. So he can heat his house for a day maybe next winter, probably after it cures. But we cleared all one tree. The second tree we started on. We got that going. Started working on clearing brush along the fence line so we can get the deer fence up. I moved see over there, I moved the compost pile. It was over here. It was actually right where this big brush pile is. Moved it over there because eventually we're going to build another field block out where that is, and we're also going to build another field block here, and this will be more of a permanent field block for the perennial type stuff like asparagus, things that grow a lot longer, garlic and things like that. So I can have stuff in the ground all the time here and just harvest it. Asparagus is grows really well here, at least at my garden in Atascocita and Summerwood it did. But I'm gonna try getting quite a bit out here so that I could grow it and have a nice asparagus produce coming each year. Working on, we got weeds are everywhere this time of year. It's like a jungle out here. I did some mowing, as you see, to get through certain areas. But it's pretty bad out here in Texas this time of year. I'm trying to not block the camera, but use a different hand. But yeah, we got a lot working on in the wash station. Let's go look at that, and I'll show you what we've done there. The wash station is almost done. It's a mess right now, but it's almost done. I bought a welder, a MIG welder. It's a stick welder too, but I'm not good enough for that. I'm not that good at the other one either, but I can call myself a welder now. Not a good one, but I welded something. So here's the wash station. We have our greens bubbler tub. It's currently hooked up to the bubbler, but I don't have it completely done yet. We started working on ramps for the to get in and out of the cooler. I'm gonna have a ramp on each side so you can roll things if we need to eventually. I'm trying to think of stuff that we're gonna need down the road. There's a little concrete pad over here that I made. That's gonna be the washing machine spinner for the greens. Then there's a metal table. I really like these tables. I think it's from Vevor, Vevor. Really heavy duty stainless table. And then this is what I welded. So this is a frame for the sink. This is our stainless steel sink. This sits inside here. I won't look too closely at my welds, but it is strong and it's gonna hold. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but for a first attempt, I was pretty proud of it. There's a couple ones that are actually pretty good, and the rest of them are pretty bad, but it's strong, so that's all I care about. So that's what I've been doing. I've been welding, I've been clearing brush, I've been chopping trees, and I've been tarping field blocks. Out here at the last tree that fell there in the hurricane, I don't know if you could see it, but basically the top of the tree came off up there and fell straight down, upside down, right there. And it's pretty much stuck in the ground. That's how hard it hit. and it's hard to get out. But I've been cutting little branches off, and then we're gonna try to pull it off down on the side so we can cut it. But it's been interesting. We cleared all the ones out here so far so we can get the deer fence up. One other thing I've noticed, maybe if I could show you here, but see the ground's all disturbed here. Yeah, well, that's wild hogs. We have a bunch of them here in Texas. They're a nuisance, such a nuisance that there's no hunting season for wild hogs. You can kill them any time of the year if you want here in Texas. So yeah, we got a lot of them around here. I saw one dead one that got hit by a car on the way in today on the side of Westlake Houston Drive. So and some of them are pretty damn big. They're dangerous too. One of the most dangerous animals in Texas. Killed a lady. She was a healthcare worker, was going in to help her client. She did home visits out in, I want to say it was Mont Bellevue area, which is a little bit east of here. And she was walking in at around 6 o'clock in the morning. It was still twilight, early in the morning, and there were a couple wild hogs on this lady's lawn. And when she walked out to go up to the door, they attacked her and killed her. So that is not a good way to go. So you gotta be careful about wild hogs in this area. I have a friend that I used to work with. He used to tackle them and cut them with a knife, but I wouldn't suggest that. He was a big dude. I wouldn't suggest it even if you are a big dude. He's crazy. But yeah, guns work against wild hogs, big guns. So definitely keep one handy if you're out here. I think you got him. Gretel and Sugar found a snake. I think it's a king snake. Oh, he's not quite dead. Unless it's a king snake? Clearing trees and putting up fence posts. These posts are gonna be the supports for the deer fence as it's going in. They're about every 15 feet or so. What's nice about the deer fence is it's a flexible poly, but really strong. Holds up to, I think, 1,500 pounds per square inch of deer hitting it at full speed. So I'm not getting the posts in as deep as I want, but that's just the nature of this this ground here. I have really fine sand, which acts almost like clay. It's so thick underneath, and it's not real full of organic material, which is what's hard to grow in, which is why I'm trying to amend it over in the gardens. So, but I've been using an auger, and maybe I'll get some video of this, using an auger to drill down as far as I can with this auger that I already had, using my drill. Try not to break my hand, so I'm going slow. It hits a root and it just spins, and it'll hurt you real bad if you're going too fast. So try not to break my hand, but it is helping a lot to make the hole. And then I'm putting the posts in and banging them in a little bit further as far as I can, and then trying to keep them as straight as I can. So I was using a level to get them straight, but I figured out that I can pretty much eyeball it. This doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to work. as you can see, I'm clearing brush because this is where my deer fence is going to go through. And it's a nice flexible deer fence, so I don't have to be super straight, but I want to keep it as close to my neighbor's little fence as I can, because deer don't like to jump a smaller fence if there's a bigger fence behind it. So my thought process is if I have two fences, it'll really keep them from jumping in here. So I've got about almost halfway down to the wood pile, I'd say. So I'm making headway, but it's slow work. Got Ike and Kennedy out here with me today because Jason is up in Dallas area for work. So they're not hanging out with him at home. So I figured it'd be nice to give them a little playtime rather than keep them cooped up. Hey guys, what you doing? Kennedy. Kennedy. He loves this stuff. Ike, not so much, but he seems to be having some fun so far, so that's good.